We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Isaiah Crowell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down carry now for Crowell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson from 13 yards out. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they
blitz coming and down he goes. Darren Lee coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
We got 3. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Darnold now to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jamie Collins on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Second down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete here. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Charles, let's discuss the Browns right now as their offense takes the field again. They've won 2 straight.
Break them up.
They're at 4, 6, and 1. I don't think we're ready to put them in the playoff picture just yet, but this is a pretty good football team.
I think you're exactly right. We won't put them in the playoff picture, but do you want to play them right now?
No.
You really don't, because they still carry that stigma of you lost to the Browns, but you're also facing a pretty darn good football team. Last few drafts have been good. picked up some key free agents. Organization is better. They made the change of head coach and offensive coordinator a few weeks ago. I think that's galvanized this team. Quarterback Baker Mayfield has seized this ball club, and they're playing really well right now.
Back-to-back victories for the first time in 65 games, the longest stretch in NFL history. They're on the right track.
Yeah, amazing.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Johnson on the counter. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, looking back to Thanksgiving, we had the typical triple header. Did you enjoy while digesting the turkey and pie?
I certainly did, and I think I'm still digesting the turkey and pie. But, you know, you have the traditional ones. You have the Lions who host and the Cowboys who host, and the Lions hosted the Bears this year. And despite the fact the Bears didn't have their starting quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, how about what Chase Daniel did? They went in there and took the measure of the Lions for the second time in a 3-game span. And then the Cowboys against Washington. I thought that was a terrific game, and Dallas got a much-needed win.
Yeah, Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns, and all of a sudden they're sitting atop the NFC East.
Yeah, they're tied with Washington, and they split their season series. So a lot of football left to be played in that division. And, of course, we finished it all up. Atlanta at New Orleans. And how strong and how hot are the Saints?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw is Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold.
Facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And he's got this down to the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down throw from Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The other one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. Here's Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Landry, the intended target. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Green 39! Green 39! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Mayfield now. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Green 39.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield to throw it. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Jenkins, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. With that incompletion, need to pass along the note about the Madden Classic, where you can watch some of the best Madden players battle it out for their share of $165,000. It's live on Twitch, Charles. Starts 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific, December 6th through the 8th. I know you'll be tuned in.
Thank you for letting me know the time and the dates. I'm going to mark that down. I will be ready to go because they go at it now. I mean, those battles, those are pretty strong, and I love the imagination that you see in how they play because they don't think like conventional football. They know how to take advantage of any weaknesses of their opponent. And the best part, $165,000 on the line. You and I better hone up our game.
Yeah, some people looking for some early holiday gifts there in the Madden Classic. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
This is the running back, Powell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Again, it's Crowell. 3rd and 13. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Jets on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's Darnold, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Gone!
Now Darnold. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they will... Set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. It's Crowell. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jets on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now it's Crowell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They run with Powell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
No, Jack, Patriot, Patriot.
Here's Darnold. And the defense, and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for a Nunwa there. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Play action. It's Darnold. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd and goal, 1 man in the backfield. That's Crowell. They'll run. This is Powell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell taking it in. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They pitch it out to Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Taylor. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And New York set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you know, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Over!
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney!
This is Crowell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they take a knee. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.